Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and we're going to be playing some Witcher. Yes, an impromptu Witcher gaming stream. I do have time occasionally, and I had a couple free hours, and I could not think of a better way to spend those hours than with the immutable chat and a few people on the back end just here to hang out. And we are joined by Mustang Rider. How's it going, my friend?
No R.
Oh yeah, I've been hanging out with Dermy too much. We had this weird
Clearly.
I don't know if you didn't see Ballbusters last night, but we had the conversation about Dermy writing himself as the four horsemen of the apocalypse, like he'd clone him. He was asking us if it was gay or not to have sex with your clone, and so the conversation devolved into, Dermy's going to be the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and the horses are also going to be Dermy. So it'll be Dermy riding in on the Dermy of war riding in on the red horse of Dermy, and like the Dermy of death riding in on the black Dermy.
Oh, that's too much Dermy.
It's way too much Dermy. Absolutely.
That's way too much Dermy.
Well, we're also joined in the chat by Legatus Legionist. Hail, my friend. And yes, I played Fortnite last night with Beardo, Dan, Jeremy was there as well. Tom from Rogue Attraction was there, and both Joe and Rolo from Locked and Loaded Latinos, they were playing with me as well last night. And we may play again tonight, not sure. Those are pretty impromptu as well. And yes, I'm going to be on Saturday Night Drive-In talking about Two Towers in just a couple hours, so this is going to be a relatively short one. I mean, my gaming streams don't normally last very long in general, but probably just go for an hour, half hour, 45 minutes, just killing some time with the chat. So let's jump right into it. And you are currently playing Conan on your side, right?
Yes, I got Conan going on my side.
Beautiful. All right. So to pick up where we left off, we just met up with Triss in Novigrad and met the King of Beggars, had a great conversation, and she asked for some help. So I just followed Triss to this location, and that's where we're picking up.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied
Sorry about that.
a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long
My building
stories.
is not a maze. I know where
Wait.
everything is.
A sack full of magicalities, and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did.
It's
I'm
where
afraid
I
had
put
no
it.
choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug.
All
I've got
right,
a
I'm gonna
contract.
go swimming
Must be on
in
the
a
canal
nasty
bed.
city river
Luckily,
for
it
a
was
dead
heavy enough to
cat.
sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You
That
expect
sounds
me to
like a
pay
Dermy
you,
thing.
then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
It's not actually a dead cat. That's just what this guy who threw it in told the guards, but it's actually some supplies that Triss needs.
I can do that. Where'd
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
wanted to freshen up anyway? Let's go.
Stop. Hear that?
Triss better be used to such devotion
Paul
from
didn't
Geralt.
break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing.
How do you crush someone's
Turned
bullocks?
out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop him.
Context?
Damn near went mad.
This guy's talking
Lucky this
about,
time,
this guard is talking
Your
about
best
how he
leave,
Take care of yourself,
tortured
please.
someone, and he's like, this guy, he could deal with so much pain. We never broke him. We tore out his fingernails, we crushed his bullocks, and nothing.
Okay, that's weird.
I don't. How do you crush
I
someone's
got nothing.
bullocks? I can't even imagine what that would like. You just get like a old timey torture device that squishes you, like a sandwich. I don't know why that would hurt
I
more than
guess.
anything else. Oh,
Yeah,
what?
you got me on that one.
All right. While I'm fighting this drowner, you have finished the main Witcher books. I want to get your thoughts on it for the chat, because I am the one responsible for indoctrinating you into the cult of the Witcher.
Yeah, you actually are. They're good. They're good. as far as story goes, there is consequences for action, and that's what I like in story, as you and I have talked about many times off stream.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there is one that I wasn't able to do and find, so I'm gonna have to find that one.
It's a spin-off more than like it doesn't connect a whole lot, so a lot of people don't read it. It's just kind of like a short story in the original, just kind of its own side adventure.
But it's not going to fill in the parts that I was missing.
No, it doesn't really fill in anything. It's literally Geralt goes to fill out a contract, goes to a temple where they don't allow him to carry his swords, and after his meeting, he goes back to pick up his swords, and they're gone. So it's like this massive quest around the country to find his swords.
Okay, so that ain't no big deal for me.
Yeah.
I missed out on that.
Yeah, no, it's a fun one. There's fun aspects of it, but yeah, it's not. You're not missing out on anything important.
Okay, that's what I was concerned about. Is because off stream, Jed and I were talking about there's parts of it that I'm having questions with because it seems like there should be more books. Something's missing, and if that's as he explained it to me, he wants it to be kind of like a Yoda, where you don't have the origins of his story, which pisses me off because I could see Star Wars is going there. I see it right now.
Well, with Baby Yoda, yeah. But specifically with those things, like, otherwise he does want to explain things, but that's the specific one he wanted to keep secret.
Taken over.
And that's cool. I mean, I can respect that.
All right, there's a side quest chat that I want to jump on right now. It's not an important one, but it's a timed one, so I want to do it real fast. Interrupting Trisk's quest. Just got to beat up some drunk skelegons.
Seems to.
But be good boys and like, oh, I don't even need to fight them. I'll just axie them out of here. Perfect. All right.
Well, that's easy.
Very easy. Yeah, it's a short timed quest that you can approach real fast. Just get you experience points and money. But so yeah, the books, yeah, he doesn't want to explain yet those specific things that we talked about, but a lot of the other world building is pretty solid. People are usually surprised when they read the books, and then he made like a companion encyclopedia called The World of the Witcher, and that one fills in a lot of the information as well. Like, the world building is actually pretty strong in general and thought out.
That's important.
Nowhere near Tolkien, obviously, but more than people expect.
Well, Tolkien's a completely different animal all the way around.
Yeah.
I think too many people get caught up in comparing other authors to Tolkien, and I take them as a individual person instead of a actual author themselves. I try to keep them separate so I don't compare things to that, because if I would have tried to compare this, there are a lot of Tolkien comparisons. There's no getting around it.
No, absolutely.
Matter of fact, there's stuff that is directly taken from Tolkien. But he admitted to it. I don't have a problem with that.
Wet for no reason?
It's
nothing like a refreshing
with him. I can say, okay, he took Tolkien and he used good elements to keep, especially in magic, in line.
Yeah.
Whereas George Martin, he keeps saying he wants to be Tolkien and be better than Tolkien, and he can't get his magic in order.
Seem to be a new element.
And if you don't have rules for magic,
How I use
don't do magic. That's
6
just how
months
I've always
isn't that
felt
long.
about it. If you
It's
do
not
not,
like I'm senile.
you cannot
But
do
you do
actual
have a
rules for
history of
magic. You
amnesia.
shouldn't be doing
I've
magic.
recovered my memory completely.
Right.
Good. That
Yeah.
stops people from taking advantage of it.
Magic is always something really
Someone's been taking
difficult,
advantage of me.
and sci-fi kind of has the same problem as well with technology. Like, I really wish more sci-fi writers would approach science fiction technology similar to how fantasy writers need to address magic. Like, I think they're competent solutions, like comparable solutions.
Is that a problem?
Not even so much that. It's just
I'm surprised, that's all. Together, I expect you resolve things twice
that's
as
one of those
fast.
subjects with me. It's
You've the
it's
look
kind of
true experts.
well, it's
I'd
like
prefer
we
you
talked about
not
off
to
screen.
tarry
You know,
and
the
begin.
Triss,
there has to
you
be
and Brandon
consequences
here.
for a person's action, whether it's
We
in a
settled on
book,
full coin
real life, or
purse.
something. You can't
Brandon
just
and
get
Co.
away
is a
with crap.
serious
Nobody
outfit.
does that, really.
We've the largest
Yeah.
granary in all Novigrad.
And that's, where I see problems with. What did I do wrong? Hold on.
You're
Okay.
a merchant,
That's where I see
familiar with how
problems
commerce
with
works.
a lot of,
Of
authors
course,
is they
honest
get into
pay
magic
for honest work.
Half up
and
front,
or
half
even a
once
story
the
for that matter,
job's done.
and just
You're asking
they
a
don't
great
think out the
deal.
consequences.
I'm a
It's,
witcher,
okay, I'm
but
gonna do
admit I've
this,
met-
and then I'll retcon it later to fix it.
We
It's
need
like
to
don't
place
don't
this-
retcon it, fix it. Don't fix it from the beginning, so you don't have to do it right.
Yeah. Take your time.
Where do you think you're going?
Yeah,
Warehouse job won't
it's
wait
not
for
real
you.
hard. Do it right the first time. Oh, this is why your books are actually good, and other people's books will never get finished and are junk.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon?
I don't know about that,
either.
but I
He's much
appreciate
too
that.
fat.
Can't help but agree.
I'm just being
Notice
honest,
how he
man.
didn't try to haggle?
There's
Must
people
really
I
want
would like
the
to just
rat
say,
salad.
Triss, he's a merchant.
What were you thinking?
He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
yeah, it's
And I think Lady B's close to finishing Sword of Destiny, so maybe we can get together
Think
for
I
another
plugged
panel
every
show
hole in there.
soon.
All right.
Talk about
Get
that
ready
one.
for some magic fireworks. Once
I might
activate
actually have
the
to
incense, we'll have a
reread
moment
that
to
one.
talk.
I've read about 6 books in the last few months.
Season of Sword of Destiny, I think, is the shortest one, so should
Yeah,
be.
it didn't take long. I just threw it on audiobooks.
Now
I
we
think I
wait
was
for
done
them to
with it in a
scurry
day.
away.
Yep.
Interesting method. Never had much.
And I
luck with
listened to it at
rats.
3 times speed, so
Once
I just
I
need
hit
an
one with a
hour
fork
or
in
2 in
complete
advance,
darkness.
and I'll be good.
Tried to show
Damn
off my
mutant,
witcher's
okay?
senses. Masterful
We've
throw,
already
really.
established that
Problem
you're
was, no one
mutant.
else saw it. How could they in the dark?
Ooh, good cutscene.
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And
Reconciled?
This is one of my favorite interactions in the games because they're both trying to feel out how the other still feels about them. Because Triss, she took advantage of Geralt's memory loss in the previous games and doesn't know if he still cares for her now that his memory's restored.
That's weird. I can normally hear
you're a
your
man
cutscenes.
once
I
who
wasn't
reacted
able to hear that
everything,
one.
especially
It's still
adversity
going.
by mocking it.
But I'm not
Hope the
sharing
actor
audio to
must
you.
have lived long.
Oh, okay.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
I love that metaphor. For you, Mustang, Geralt just told a story about a man he knew who lost both his legs in battle. And instead of being depressed about the loss of his legs, the man said, this is actually a good thing because he'll never feel pain in his legs again. Just that outlook on life. And he's comparing it to how Triss is operating right now, that she's lost her station, that she's hunted by the temple guards, and she's trying to see the best in it, but sometimes it's just all a lie and you need to face the truth.
We all
yeah.
lie sometimes, but lying to yourself is running away, whereas there's really nowhere
It's
to
just
run.
life.
Sometimes you
Especially
have
in
to
this world,
escape
it kind of
just to forget.
sucks.
Your friend
I'm
might
not
well
usually a
run his
fan of
lost
nihilistic
legs, but
worlds,
it's not
but
like
The
by
Witcher
craving he could
strikes
go
that
any
balance
other
very well, especially because it's not actually nihilist. It's just how it's
So,
perceived.
Tell me
Whereas
how
Game
you
of
It
Thrones,
doesn't overplay it.
You know, I
Yeah.
found her.
Game of
didn't
Thrones
answer
takes
my
it too
question.
far most of the time, I
How's
think.
Yen?
Oh no, it takes it too far all the time. Well,
Don't know
books
yet.
aren't so bad, but the show it was.
Asking about anything specific?
Never
Wish the
mind.
show had adapted better to the
I
books.
got my answer.
That was one fucked up rat. I think they had 2 models of a rat stuck in the same place, going through the same motions. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
Oh,
friends
right.
begged
We
me
just
to
got
notify
betrayed by
you
the
if I
merchant,
encountered a
paying us to
mage,
get rid of his rat
sorceress,
problem,
what have
so
you.
let's kill some
Didn't
chemical
have the heart
gods.
to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
We're inseparable,
I
see?
think it's glitching out right now. It's
You'll
playing the
have to take us
romantic
both.
music still.
If you say so.
I didn't know there was
Heard enough
romantic
from this
music.
court.
As have I.
Oh yeah,
Neither
no,
is to
there's
leave
No,
him
I know. I was
behind.
just making a joke.
Looking for a bruising?
yeah, it's the Triss song.
Get it from both sides!
Both Triss and Yen have their own romantic songs that play during the cutscene. All right, I'll need you to entertain the chat for a moment. I have a very important phone call I unfortunately have to take.
Okay. Let me jump onto that so I can entertain the chat. Hi, chat. It'll take me a second. I can't do 4 different streams at one time. I could try. Okay. I'm in chat, so what do we got going? Yes, Legatus, he is going to be on Saturday Night Drive-In tonight along with me, and I think Dermy will as well. And right now, as everybody knows, I have built a maze according to Adam, and I am repairing it. My building style is simple. I built everything I needed to build the base, and now that the base is built, I will put it where it belongs. It's a lot easier to build first and then worry about putting things later. And just to let people know, Saban has been in game. We are Chaos most of the day. And she's not as bad as Jeremy at Boomerang. She did get killed because she tried to take on a world boss with me. Kind of cool. And right now she's, I don't know what she's doing. She's running around last I checked. I can take a peek. Where is she at? I don't see her on my map. Where she was later, and unfortunately I can't share, or I would share it with you guys. That's kind of what I've got going on. I hear Shaban running around me, so she's close by. And Jed's the most busy man on the planet, so we know that already. Anybody got some questions? I see there's 4 people watching. I know one of them's me, one of them's probably Legatus. Yeah, unlock knowledge. What is this knowledge? Throne of Skelos. What is Throne of Skelos? It's a throne. Okay, it's probably better than my wooden throne or my stone throne, whatever. Unlocking knowledge is always a good thing. Let's see what else is going on. But yeah, don't forget tonight is Saturday night's drive-in, and this is 2 Towers. And then after, there may be a Conan stream, and if there is, God only knows what Dermy's going to be doing tonight. So. That was weird. I don't know what Jid's doing. I know he said he had a phone call for anybody that might be just showing up. Oh, and I will be streaming Conan on my own channel later this week. If Jed and I can get together later and figure out how. Tried it the other night and it gave me a nightmare, so that will be happening.
All right, chat. I'm very, very sorry about that. That was more important than I expected, and it needed to be done, and it went longer than I thought. It's my bad. It's very unprofessional, but things, you got to do what you got to do. How's it going, Mustang?
It's going good. It's life. I mean, you're a busy man, as we all know.
Well, what did you guys talk about without me?
Basically, that I'm going to try and be streaming later on. Oh, God. Hold on. I got to turn the feedback off.
Oh, you're getting an echo?
Well, I've got... I've got YouTube on so I can actually keep an eye on the chat, so I've got to turn the volume off on that.
Ah.
But, yes, I said that I was going to be streaming. If you and I can get together and figure out how to get OBS set up so I can stream it on YouTube.
Yep, should be pretty easy.
Yeah. Doing that. Just life things, man. And I'm trying, and I told him I'm trying to fix my quote-unquote maze.
Yeah.
Not a maze.
Yep, unfortunately, you're right, Legatus. Real life sucks sometimes, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Alright, let's beat the shit out of this merchant who betrayed us. I want my money.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no.
You want your $2?
They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man.
Well, I know no mercy neither.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double.
And I did learn a knowledge apparently while we were on stream too, and chat found out I can make us a throne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently you have to have the knowledge to make it. There's a lot of stuff on this that I'm learning you have to have knowledge to make and do. Which kind of is cool, because you can't just...
No need.
No, it goes back to witchcraft and bladecraft and so forth. You actually have to be able to know how to do it.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Kareen's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal.
Alright.
With me?
Trish just told me that there's a Dreammancer nearby who should be able to help me locate Ciri.
It was
perfect. Let's go see the sexy Dreammancer chick.
What if I want?
I live in the bits. Near.
All right. Well, going back to you finishing the books, this is a question I definitely wanted to remember to ask you once you finish, because you were having not issues, I would say, but you didn't love Ciri at first. What did you think of her character arc that you went through of the 6 books she was in?
Save me. I'm dying.
I liked her after. There was development. The original, she's a whiny little bitch, crybaby. She was. There was. The show made her out too powerful too fast. They needed to show how weak and how much of an actual child she really was.
Rudolf de Jonkier.
Yeah, she was. The show made her out to be more adultish. Should have done it more childish. Shown growth and development. She suffered.
Didn't need a
She
recommendation.
really did.
Would have been enough.
Father always
I mean,
said,
there's parts that
"All ought to know
we
your
won't
rights,
say on
son."
stream for obvious reasons, but yeah, there's some interesting parts in there.
Well, like when she tries to lose her virginity, the man she's with dies.
Okay, that was the part I
looking
was
for
going
Korean
to avoid saying.
I don't care. We're not using any of the real words, so it's all right.
Dreaming the home's history.
Yeah, dude, that was.
What do you think of her in the fighting pits with Ryance? Or
Rance.
Barnard.
Go inside. Look around.
I don't usually let
that how you
strangers
pronounce
rummage around my home.
Barnard? That's how the
20 seconds,
audiobook
though.
did it for me.
Okay, well, we could say
The
it.
second
It
sword.
kept pronouncing
Isn't
it
it
boner
just
for
the
me.
first
Really?
I was like, this has got to be wrong.
Yeah, I've always heard it Barnard, but he's a very interesting character. Like Tawny Owl
Truth is,
and
we're all
Barnard,
born
Ryance, all those people hunting Ciri for Amir it's an interesting squad, but Ryance and the rats and Barnard and the fighting pits, love all of that. That's why I'm so mad about a rat spin-off coming to Netflix. The rats are really great. I love
Okay,
the rats.
I heard that, so explain to me what you're hearing from it.
Oh, just a second. We're watching a godling attack a sleeping woman. Alright. We're good. Nothing else is going to happen. So the rat spinoff, there's a few different reported things that are going to happen. The initial suspicion would be it'll cover the time in between books 2 and 3 when Ciri was with the rats, because after the Battle of Thaneth, she ends up with the rats at the very end of Time of Contempt, and then she's been with them for a while at the beginning of Baptism of Fire. So the rumor initially was that it would cover their time together, but recently they came out and said Ciri wouldn't actually be in the show, so it's not a Ciri spinoff. So it looks like it's going to be the origin of the rats and how they came to be a thing prior to meeting Ciri.
Don't spill it.
That's stupid.
Very stupid, because like I love those
Don't make
characters,
sense.
but we don't need any more from them. We got their entire story. They're just kids who act like they're Robin Hoods, but they're actually just terrible people.
Leave it.
They aspire or pretend, Robin Hood. They want to give, take from the rich and give to the poor. They see themselves as the people's warriors, but they are just actually terrible people. Murderous scum, honestly. And so you don't really need to see, hey, do you want to be murderous scum together? Yeah, let's be murderous scum together. Like we don't need to see how the rats became a thing. It's the rats interacting with Ciri and helping her develop her dark side. That's what we need to know, and we get that all from the books, and most likely we'll get most of that at the beginning of season 4. If, they actually give a shit. Which Netflix,
Well, no, they don't. I mean, that's the problem is
That's blood. Don't
they
spill
don't care.
Yeah.
Damn it, Dermy, there is a hook on one of my dancers. Well, I know who's
Another
been in my base
masterpiece.
again.
Guess I should find another.
But yeah, the Witcher Netflix pretty much from the beginning wanted to follow the original plan for Disney Star Wars. Disney abandoned that plan pretty early on, but the original plan would be main movie 1 year, a spin-off movie the next year, and alternate. That's what Netflix was trying to do with The Witcher. Is 1 year we'd get a main season, a main show season, and then we get the spin-off like Nightmare of the Wolf. Then we'd get season 2. Then the next year we would get Blood Origin, and then the next year we'd get season 3, and then we'd get The Rats. So it looks like Rats is just the next line. But they've already started filming. They started filming in January, I believe. So at this point, it's still happening. Like, it's not one of those Bryan Johnson Star Wars trilogy type things where it's just announced and stays in development hell forever and never actually happens.
You didn't I? Could tell you was scared.
Oh, it'll never happen.
Big
Trust
brave
me.
man scared of wee little
Never
Sarah.
happened.
Ain't that funny?
But actually, it's Netflix. It'll probably happen and be bad. Well,
scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
It'll be a mini series just like Blood Origin, probably a couple episodes long.
What are you playing?
But I'm at least glad it's not a series spin-off because it's already her show. The Witcher's already her show, so. And their actress for series, she can't carry a show on her own, and neither can Yennefer.
I gotta talk to
The actress they have for Yennefer.
I'd like you to let her wake up.
Yennefer's not so bad, but they definitely need somebody better.
Season 2, the writing was horrific, but that actress, I just don't think she's capable of carrying a show on her own.
No, not on her own. No, I agree with you with that
You're
one.
Lucky. I know
She's
you're a
good.
harmless
I
goblin,
like her.
but
She's
others might
fun.
not know, and then
I think she would have made a better Fringilla.
if it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling.
Maybe.
You gave
That's
the dreamer
actually an interesting
nightmares
thought.
and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting?
Because especially during the she can be happy sometimes. During when she's being joyful, Yennefer, I think she's the best aspect of herself. And in I believe it's Baptism of Fire when Geralt and Regis and all the others get stuck in Toussaint for a little while with Fringilla and the Duchess Henrietta. There's some really good stuff from Fringilla during those sections that I think she would do a good job with.
So I decided to give him a scare.
She might. I'm sitting here thinking about it. Would she make?
See, he paid a lot for this house.
That's
and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to. I
What
don't.
are you doing,
I
Saban?
won't.
You're looking at me. Level 29. Okay. Is she able to get into your Discord?
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business.
She can if she wants, but she's not in it currently.
Leave the dreamer alone.
Want me to invite her?
Exchange,
Sure.
I'll tell the banker the house
Okay,
is
hold on.
haunted. For good. No way to lift
I
the
love
curse.
Saban. She's always
Oh,
welcome.
God, yes.
What if he doesn't believe you?
Hold on.
I'm
She
a
probably just sent
witcher.
me a message.
You'll believe me.
Who sent me that message?
Yes. Yes.
Is
I'm
it
not going to say that online.
Jeremy Wormy?
Your friend, not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Hold on a
I don't
second.
like that sleepyhead.
All right, I know I talked over a lot of this little cutscene or this little quest that we just had, but it's a cool little piece where this godling, she's a magical creature, so she's been hunted for years, and she found this house that she really liked, so she pretended it was haunted, using her ability to make it seem like it was haunted, so people would leave her alone, and then a dreamancer was hired to figure out who was doing the haunting so that they could solve it. And she just kept the dreamancer in a perpetual dream to save her house. It's a nice little story. And godlings, they're basically children. Like their brains never develop past a child's intelligence, even though they're hundreds of years old. So it's a neat little side bit that we got there.
So basically, everybody at the Disney Story Group.
Pretty much. Except the godlings are nice children. Likable children. Likable people.
Hungry furniture that wish to devour me.
You know, here's the Disney Story Group.
But in the dream, well, it was
Much
not
better.
too real.
I want to get your thoughts on this. So there's an article that JB actually from the chat sent me that claims that Doctor Who, the current season that's filming with Shutagawa, has
I thank you.
cast like 9 babies that they're filming with currently in London. And he thinks there's something weird Disney style going on with that, and it's going to be incredibly inappropriate. But 9 babies seems excessive, and I don't know.
I can't send her an invite. It won't show up for her. You'll have to send it to her.
Here, let me.
9 babies?
I don't know what the hell that's about. But here, I'm gonna make a
I'm thinking about this, and I can't. That sounds kind of. Why?
Why is a very good question. All right, I just put something in the chat for you, and you can just send that to her. But yeah, I don't. This article claims it's from production notes. That's where the casting was found, so it's not anything that's publicly been released. So I can't corroborate its evidence. That's why I haven't made a video on it, because I can't say one way or another if it's true. But if it is, it's weird. It's weird.
Oh, I see what that is. Okay. Hold on, I gotta copy that link.
All right, I'm not getting paid.
But you refuse to speak to me. Is the matter resolved, or quite the opposite?
Yeah, I'm gonna let the goblin keep her house.
Dream of the building's past.
Yeah, pretty horrid.
You may have to send her the direct link yourself on Discord. She's on Discord, not StreamYard.
Oh well, it shan't put me in the poorhouse. The second sword, is it?
It won't let her join your voice chat. That's weird.
Oh, has she joined the server yet? She needs to join the server.
Yeah, she's in your server.
Okay, good, because yeah, I have to. It's a private one. So once she's in the server, yep, I see her there. She is now a member of the group, so she should be able to join now. I just didn't know. I didn't know she had joined the server yet. All right.
Damn it, I'm pulling mod duties on all kinds of places today again.
What's up?
Howdy, Sabam. How's it going?
It's going.
I hear you've gotten addicted to Conan Exiles just like everybody else in our sphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No idea.
What's this game?
I wouldn't know. I've managed to escape the infection.
You dodged the bullet too.
I'm choosing instead to be absorbed by The Witcher.
Good choice.
What do you have?
What are you wearing?
I made myself some medium armor.
Oh, okay.
I have the armor that you gave me back at. It's not my base, but like one of the area, like the Sentinels. That area. I've been kind of making that my little spot for right now.
Well, you can if you take your bed with you, you can use that as your spawn point in case something kills you.
Yeah.
So you just have to go in there and pick up your bed. Spawn. Look, Spider-Man.
So long.
I've been having fun. I've been having fun climbing up on shit like that too.
Yeah, this game's addictive.
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked games like this anyway.
Be careful, because apparently Dermy was in my base, because I just found a dancer with a hook arm.
See, that's the only way that I'm going to be joining the game, Saban, is I'm going to pretend to be the person that he's in love with on Twitter and just, like, stalk him and, like, sabotage everything Dermy does. That's the only way I want to join.
Good, you know we're on live stream, right?
I know, but Dermy doesn't watch.
He might watch, he can't read. We've all established that.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I mean, we have established that part.
You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them.
What were you wanting me to do, Saban?
Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with,
The only thing that I had said is that the armor that I had
do as I
that was given to me
need the strongest,
was
most
at
complete
that little
memory you
spot.
have
I
of
just put it in the chest.
The woman's name
Oh,
is
okay.
Siri.
I thought you wanted me to go do something with you.
I mean, unless you want to do some like tedious leveling or something, that would be fine. But
It was in Rivia.
other than
I
that,
can
like
we can always go
Second war with
leveling.
Novgorod
It's
just
just
ended. There was
we
still
got an
tension in
hour
the air.
and 20 minutes
Gods know
before
what
stream, and I'm gonna have to
reason
go make
race
some food
riots erupted in
before
the
this
town.
one.
I tried to do
well, I got
something, but
pizza coming to me, so
couldn't
I
stop a
cheated.
riot crowd.
I hate you.
A boy with a pitchfork. He ran
I went
right
to
through my
the
gut,
city yesterday, so I no
and a
pizza
furry
today.
dying as well. Siri had
No
us carried
pizza?
onto a boat.
No pizza. I gotta be good
We
for a
sailed
couple
to a
days.
place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there.
I'm gonna go eat at City
That was
Walk
the last
after
time I saw her.
the stream, probably
Is there
tonight.
anything you'd like
Gotta
to add?
find some good pizza there.
Another memory, perhaps.
God, it's been so long since I've been there. I don't know if there's any. I could send you for really good barbecue, but not
Yes.
pizza.
All right.
Mm.
I accepted a job once.
Right now,
Did it.
I'm reorganizing
Asked to
my
choose one.
maze.
Never thought I'd actually
Maze.
meet the child promised. Years later, Siri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then,
By destiny.
by something more.
Thank you.
Are you going to put up a fence in your
Would
yard?
you be willing to
Oh
share
yeah,
the
no
memory?
question. I don't like other people.
For those that don't know, I helped
No
Jed
need to
find the
rush.
house, so I know what it
time.
looks like, and yeah, he needs a fence. Well, at least
Siri
on
was
one
orphaned
side,
during the
you know,
Second
you've
War
got
of
it on the other
Novgorod.
three,
Mm-hmm.
Had no idea what to do with a young girl.
and it's really
So I
nice
did what
having
I
that
would have
big
done with
open
a
park
boy
next to you.
and took her to
That's never
Karamora.
going to get developed.
Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her
Just
stamina.
think of all the good parties you
couldn't
can
hurt.
have. Hey, was that
I
one the H?
remember her
That wasn't
standing
an
on a
HOA, was
crumbling
it?
wall. A stone came
is,
loose. She lost
but-
her
Ooh.
footing.
Yeah, I
Caught her at the last
hate
possible
HOA
instant.
so much, especially I had a lot of drama with them
Strongest
back in
memory I
Arizona.
is of her
But
coming out of
it's
her room one day,
it's an incredibly cheap
wearing
one
a
that actually
dress,
comes with a lot of
claiming she was
amenities, whereas my
indisposed.
last one didn't. So
Knew then that Siri
I'm at least
I
getting
see.
something from the
Do
HOA
you
this
wish to tell
time.
me
So
anything
that's
more?
progress.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I think so.
And
Yeah,
it's
but-
it's also about 1/10 of the price.
Dude, not even that. My God,
It was after her time
that was
training at
when I saw the
Karamora,
price on it. I about was like,
after the moment
wow,
when
that's
Yennefer
cheap.
first called Siri
No,
a
I was
dog.
meaning the HOA, the price of the
We've been
HOA
separated.
monthly versus.
I found
Yeah,
her
that's
at
what I was
Stygia
talking
Castle.
Yeah.
about. I saw
She'd
the
gone
price.
there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They
It
wanted to
kind of
hurt her.
shocked me that that's how
I
cheap it
remember
was.
fighting
What
side
did you
by
figure out what the
side with
bylaws
Siri
on it were?
stairs, slipping
Not
from
yet.
blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow
Watch
bolt
them
with
say
her sword.
no searchlights in your
Told her never to
bedroom.
try it again.
No searchlights?
Yeah, that would be a
Claim
deal
that woman
breaker.
has abilities.
I
Dude,
have no idea.
I've seen your streaming light. It could be used for a World War II searchlight.
They call Siri the lady
They're
of
not
space
that
and
bad.
time.
I actually have multiple of
Once I
those that I
asked Yennefer
use.
why.
Mustang.
She
Not that
travels
bad.
between worlds.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, show the chat what happens when you turn it
Turns out I
on.
don't know how to talk about
I
it.
don't have them
Or
set up
Understand
here.
much of-
Oh.
I just know there's more, and that Siri carries a
They'll be
immense
up in my
power.
studio when I set it up at the new house, though.
Are you going to stream from home or from the
Yeah.
G&G house?
Yes,
I'm gonna stream from home,
she's a child.
A descendant of
but I'll have a little station set up
one
here
legend
that I
transforms
can
into
stream
prophecy.
from whenever I need
when it
to.
gains believers.
Nice, very nice.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Now you guys just need to get Saban to come down there to keep everybody in line.
Yeah,
We definitely need to be held in check sometime.
I remember
Maybe 1 year.
Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Siri
Well,
destroyed
speaking
the
of that,
shiny until
everyone
they
should
were
go subscribe to
really
Geeks
upset
and
her.
Gamers Live.
Just
We're
one shot.
overhauling that channel
And
right
it
now
took
to be
her a
the new
while to
home
gain
of all
control.
clips from the live streams that we make, as well as some exclusive live streams that are more like content house based. So
Let's
definitely go check
continue.
that out if you're interested in that
Make yourself
content.
comfortable
We
and try to
put in a lot of work over there.
You must take my hand and talk of Siri.
How come
Tell
we
me
don't
where
know
you
about
think
that,
she
Saban? Or are you not sharing
Who could be
info?
at her side?
Come on, boss lady.
Nobody tells me
If Siri couldn't
anything.
find
They
me,
think I'm telepathic or some
she should
shit.
for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Well,
Maybe
I keep telling you,
Dandelion.
everybody's afraid of
They
you.
liked each other a lot.
I don't know
He's
why.
afraid of you.
If that is the case, I don't know why. I'm like pocket size.
Because you have the you are a dwarf.
At least I'm not a midget, so
That's true.
could be worse.
It's because you have all the power. They're afraid that you'll ban them.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, this is looking better. This is not a freaking maze. Can't believe that. Now, can I sit on this throne? That's the question.
It looks like the chat is requesting Mustang to sing for us. Can you give us a little Bohemian Rhapsody?
I will never degenerate Freddie Mercury songs that way. Or is this Ballbusters and I am not Dermy? I have self-respect.
Swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times
If
the
you want a
dreams
little bit of
come back to
Elvis,
her.
this mic sucks for
Show the
singing.
past as well as the
Love me
future.
The
tender,
swallow.
love me
It symbolizes Siri. She contacted Dandelion.
Or there's a better song, Sweet Home Alabama. Anybody know the lyrics to that one?
Heard about him.
No, I don't know. I've never heard that song in my life.
I know it. Mainly from a Matthew
it's-
McConaughey movie from 05, Sahara.
I hope
It's a
you
great
find
movie.
your si-
But yeah, I know the song.
Yeah, it's an inside joke. She right now hates me.
I hate anybody that brings that up. It's the worst song ever.
No, it's not the worst song ever.
Have you actually ever heard the remix of it where they put the lyrics on Sweet Caroline?
I don't think that I have.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So yeah, it's the lyrics of Sweet Home Alabama, but to the tune of Sweet Caroline.
I still don't want
Neil
to hear
Diamond do it?
No, I think it's just some random dude on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if Neil Diamond did it, that might actually be good.
It's not gonna make me like the song anymore.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's he doing here?
You gonna serenade us with that Mustang?
No.
No?
No.
Chat, he does have some secret hidden talents that he doesn't want to share with you guys, because I can attest he is a wonderful singer, and he doesn't like you guys enough to share it with you.
No, not anymore, I'm not.
I'll never come back, you stink.
There might have been a time.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs
I mean,
off.
you know,
and
if
shove them up your
Jed
ass
would
till you've toes for
pop it
teeth.
in a game, oh, never mind. He'd have to have stream safe mode on, plus a few other means of protection.
Yeah. Dude, I got my stream claimed last night for Fortnite because Tom decided to dress as Darth Vader and have him dance the Imperial March, and that got my copyright claimed.
Local colour.
Wow, that's dumb.
That is, yeah, that's,
Turn our home into theirs.
wow.
It was pretty sad. I didn't want to see Darth Vader doing a
Time
dance
for
like
some
that.
spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
There's people in this world that are,
Fucky, come on!
yeah, that would definitely want to see that. I'm not one of them.
I mean, there's some people that just enjoy really dumb stuff like that. I mean, I'm personally one that enjoys watching really stupid shit like that, but that might be a little too dumb.
It depends on like the character. Like I can see it be funny for some things, but like Darth Vader, Kratos, there's certain characters I don't want to see doing certain things. So it's very dependent on who's doing it. For me,
Yeah.
at least.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the
Where
gods
do I want to go?
Ages, pal.
Crazy.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately.
Already been there.
With the war on, no. You, though,
That is
you've
true.
withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about... I know she came to
I am
Novigrad.
redesigning my
Still be here.
maze.
mean
I'll
she's
have
come
Siobhan
back?
go look at it and tell me if she
Oh,
thinks
way
it's a
down.
maze.
I wonder if I'd
I
recognize
like what you started doing with
How
it.
many years is it now? 6, 7?
With all those,
those-
what were they?
But what'd she be
The-
doing here?
Were those like dragon
Hiding,
heads or
probably.
something?
Yeah,
She might be
yeah,
in
that was
danger.
the dragons
See
that
that
we
in
killed
dreams?
earlier.
Couple
The ones that you
times.
had to run away from.
Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Let's go find Dandelion. Gotta talk to all his exes to find
Where's
him.
Dandelion?
Try to
I'd like to know that myself.
start crafting
Maybe you could
a
explain
little
what the
bit better
hell's going on?
stuff.
Well, just spell
It
the
takes a
tongue,
little
as you
bit.
saw.
Like I said, you've got to have the
Come
furnaces.
home,
Once you
like
get
a boar
those,
and some cold
then it goes a
ale.
lot
When you
easier.
find Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
And again, for anybody who's watching,
Let's
she's
look around.
playing
Might
Conan
find
with us.
something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
And yeah, you taking on the demon boss earlier, that was funny. Ah! He screamed. See, now you just need to get Krista involved in this.
Aha!
There might
A
be a
note from
gamer word or
grateful
two.
muse.
Reading someone else's
Krista
letters.
is not going to take any more game advice chats from anything that
From
the
finest vineyards, every last one.
what did Az call his deal?
Fruit of the vine like
The Sunday
dandelion.
Night Mayhem or whatever. After Phasmophobia, she got freaked the fuck out by Phasmophobia. She's not taking advice from people on what games to play anymore.
She might take it from me. I'm not gonna trick her into anything.
Yeah,
10 barrels
yeah.
of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden
We can
I'm gonna-
we can get,
I'm gonna
we
get
can
her to
on
play the ping game.
Nothing here.
Legatus, no, that is not Lady Gravemaster. That is Saban, who has joined us.
Siobhan.
Saban. See,
It's okay.
I'm just
I'm
does it
I'm
to
so
me all the
used
time.
to I'm so used to saying everybody saying my name incorrect that I just
Seems
don't even get
Dandelion's
to a
taking
point
the
where I
town
correct
business
anybody
seriously.
anymore.
If you only knew.
it definitely doesn't sound like it's spelled.
Seen him this obsessed
I-
ever.
Yeah, yeah. The B does not exist
Seems
when you
like
say it.
inherited
It's
this
you say it
fine
like a V.
establishment.
Yeah.
Came with some fine responsibilities.
So
Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings.
That's a
Official
weird.
and
Yeah, that
private.
is a weird spelling. I
So-
forget.
Who'd he been seeing?
Yeah.
Of late? Ah, here it is.
Okay.
just blame the Irish.
Seems he's only been
The
meeting
Irish.
women
No, thank you.
lately. They
We're
don't.
Scottish. We don't have to deal with that.
Exactly.
Not a bad idea.
I'm not a very good
kinda
Scotsman though, because I prefer vodka to
Something
Scotch.
lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on.
Scotch is okay, but no,
I should
it's
delay
not my
these somehow.
favorite. I like
Perhaps-
bourbon.
Ah, fuck
Bourbon's
it.
nice.
Alas,
I like
the
rum.
half you interrogate
Rum's
the
Yeah.
good.
others. So, Che,
That meat I've been working on, though, that's coming out
Zoltan,
really
wait.
good.
You got to ship some of that shit to me.
and you figure that's unnatural because...
I will. I will.
Wonderful.
You should have just stopped by and picked some up if you'd have
Meet me
been
back
smart
here
and
when
said,
you're
"Hey,
done.
guess where I'm
Share
driving
your
through."
findings.
Right, yeah.
I only told you where I was to
Canadian for
to
a
vent about the Oklahoma
Start
toll
getting you
system.
back to this mess.
That's the only way I told you where I
Life to read your
was.
bit before you scurry
That
off. If you need anything,
Oklahoma
for the
is,
next
yeah, no, that's their whole road system.
They, without warning me, wanted $12 of exact change. No card, no cash, $12 in change.
All right.
I don't carry $12 in quarters just because. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. It really pisses me off.
It was funny as hell. Oklahoma sucks. Yes, they do.
All right.
I have not been to Oklahoma yet. And by the sound of it, sounds like I have dodged a bullet.
I mean,
For a while.
the rest of it was nice. It's where my uncle's family lives, so that's why I was going through there to spend the night with them. And their place was really nice, but yeah, it's got some weird shit. I was telling Mustang about this. I'm only a couple states away from hitting all 50 by the time I'm 25.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Which ones are you missing?
North Dakota. I need a reason to go to North Dakota, and
Close enough.
you know, I can't think of a good one. And
How in the world are you missing that as close as you live to it?
I didn't live that close to it. It's like 3 or 4 states over from where I lived.
Was it? Okay.
Because yeah, Montana and Wyoming, or so at least 2. But so yeah, North Dakota, Maine. Maine is a big one. I've gone to Massachusetts, but never made it all the way up to Maine, and then of course Alaska and Hawaii. We have Hayden75, the man who is single-handedly funding all of Geeks and Gamers in his super chats and gifted memberships in the chat right now. And he's saying, wait, Oklahoma? Yeah, get like 4 rolls of quarters if you're going anywhere. Jeez, that's excessive. That's excessive. But they are changing everything over to toll tag pay, but they just send you a bill. That's better. Like, I've never actually lived anywhere that had tolls at all. Like, Idaho and Arizona, neither of them had tolls, really.
What do you think?
But
yeah, I had the Sun Pass, so it never fazed me that bad.
I'm waiting for mine to come in the mail.
Yeah, because you're going to need it for going to Miami and West Palm and places like that.
No, I need to do it to go anywhere in this city.
Told you.
Oh, I know. It was one of the first things I did, but it takes like 2 weeks to ship to you, apparently.
Who was she?
Claims
oh, yeah.
she's his niece from Kovir. Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes.
But once you get it, it'll make your life so much easier. Like I was telling you, Miami's it's an easy drive for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Dandelion.
Maybe.
I think from Orlando, I was trying to remember. Is it?
I don't know.
We're trying to find time to
hours.
go to the beach, apparently.
Thanks for
People want to go to the beach, but I don't have a whole lot of reason to go there. You get sunburned.
I told you, go shark fishing. I told you exactly where to go to catch sharks.
All right, right now I'm doing a bit of a tedious quest, Mustang, but it's kind of a funny one because I'm trying to find Dandelion in Novigrad, so I've just got a list of his exes, and so I'm just going around trying to find. Hey, have you fucked Dandelion recently? Do you know where he's at?
Might I be of service? Need something
Everybody has.
Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
God, this author didn't make it more
now pick your jaw up
real world, because there would have been a lot of STDs going on.
Oh, there. Dandelion would have died a few times over, if STDs were common. And so would Geralt. He's got a certain level of immunity, I'd imagine, and sorceresses he frequents could magically get rid of anything. So that's actually one of the first things we see Yennefer doing is keeping up when we first meet her in the short stories. Dealing with impotent men and STDs.
He was blind drunk.
I actually thought one of the first things we saw her doing was doing somebody.
Well, there's that too.
I mean, come on.
We hear about her doing the STDs and the impotent men. We don't actually see it. You're right. And yeah, she does fuck Geralt within like 5 minutes of knowing.
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, if you're going to get people's attention into a series, that's how you do it.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me.
Alright, my maze is looking less mazy.
I'm talking right now to a cross-dressing elf.
Nice.
Yeah. His lipstick game is on point.
Visit your shop often.
That's an important thing, but how would you know that?
You know, you can. You just know.
Yeah, you see enough. Yeah.
You can appreciate it.
You've made a few comments that just blew. Yeah, we got in trouble on Twitter for that one.
What?
Oh, a certain comment about men's member size.
Jeez.
Anything in particular?
Let me think.
She got me riled up and then dared me to put it on there, so I did.
Indeed, He
well, you
did
know.
keep asking about Kalkstein.
That influence.
Did you actually get in trouble for that?
Oh, I had a few comments.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah, I had a few comments, but that was basically my response. Oh well, don't follow.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad.
Hail, Hayden, take care, my friend. JB is giving us a little advice in the chat. You can fit $12 worth of change in a 12-gauge shotgun. Interesting. If I go to Oklahoma, got some ideas.
Radovid sucks
You have to have an extended tube, but I guess you could.
I know this is not
myself. I know how many dimes it takes to go into it.
Why do I dress up?
You know how many dimes it takes?
I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I
Well,
grew up.
yeah.
I became a tailor instead.
Have you never seen Young Guns?
I've seen the second one.
I'm a Redanian countess.
Y'all got a little bit too much time on your hands.
That is true freedom.
But to see, it's on Young Guns.
Have you never
they talked about it?
Is it really?
Even for
Those movies are fun.
Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
It's Emilio Estevez, right?
Yeah. The good Sheen child. Because the other one's backcrap crazy.
I mean, it's a whole family of crazy, to be fair.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, but one of them's really
Nice to
crazy.
meet you.
I can help with much more.
I think the other brother is the better actor, but
You know it
less crazy.
There's degrees of crazy in that family. We'll just...
One glance tells me all I need to know about you.
Do you know why Emilio was the only one in the family who didn't change his last name?
No, I do not.
Neither do I. I've always wondered. Because, yeah, his brother and his dad had no problem.
Isn't that their actual real name?
Estevez? Yeah, that's their real name.
I thought.
Sheen was their family stage name. But for some reason, Emilio didn't want to change his. And a few of them changed their first names, too, because Emilio Estevez, they're Hispanic, so they made more mainstream names.
I got no problem with that.
It's a stage name. Something simpler to say. David Tennant did the same thing. Do you know what David Tennant's real last name was?
No, I don't.
Well, he's Scottish. So, it was McDonald. David Tennant was David McDonald originally.
Fine.
I ain't got a problem with that.
He decided Tennant was more interesting.
I mean, there's a lot of people that have changed their names. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty common. Have you ever heard David Tennant's real accent?
We get some cards in too.
Yes, I actually have.
It is so thick. It's hard to believe he was able to put on such a good English accent for Doctor Who.
Too close
Kinda cool,
to another
though.
one.
Very cool. The writing staff trolled him a few times though. In season 2, or his second season, season 3, episode 1, is when the hospital got kidnapped and taken to the moon. And for some reason, the way he did his accents, it was difficult to say the sound oon. So they made him say, a platoon of Jadoon upon the moon. And he just really struggled with that line. The writers are just trolling him.
That's just wrong.
You can, when you watch the episode, you can really see him struggling. He's like very heavily emphasizing Jadoon platoon upon the moon. And he says it really slowly too. It's pretty funny. But you know what really depressed me about Star Wars Celebration the other day is they brought his character back from Clone Wars. David Tennant's now in Disney Star Wars.
Did you actually go?
No, it's in London. But the
Okay,
announcements...
that's what I thought. Yeah, I just...
No, just the announcements that came out with it, and the he was in the Ahsoka trailer, his character.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a good enough excuse for me to go to the UK. I barely need an excuse to want to go, but...
Well, you just, you know, actually, they'd say you're part of the IRA and you'd be in trouble.
Jeez.
Well, you know, Ginger side, it's real.
Aren't you excited for Little Mermaid? Next month? It is. I think it's next month. Yeah.
I'm more excited for what we're doing tonight, and it's not even, well, it's no secret. I've said it on stream before. It's my least favorite of the three.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna think I was alone in that opinion.
No, it's my wife's even the same way. It's slow. It doesn't move a lot along.
Ooh, what's that?
What are you doing down there?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm exploring.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm probably gonna die, but
Yeah, well, you're definitely gonna die.
but I'm exploring.
You ought to be streaming it. Yeah, it ought to be interesting tonight, because I know Adam will be on, you'll be on, I'll be on, Dermy will be on.
Shit.
Remember, if you go to Dermy's base, that's not mine and Adam's fault, or Silver's, that's all on him. Actually afraid of what he's doing in there. Yeah, that looks good. I've got to try and arrange things so that it all makes sense in this new one. What's our time? Oh, we got an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fixing to stop streaming in about 30, 40 minutes.
Ooh, what's over there? Looks like death. I see a bunch of iron and a bunch of people. I'm gonna die.
Lone
She's going.
Shark.
Greetings.
I almost got fucked up by this huge spider.
What makes you think?
Oh, don't tell Adam.
Yeah.
He'll freak out.
Oh no, he's had to face him.
Jesus, my game just crashed. I haven't had that happen in forever. JB, I don't think Mustang is streaming right now.
No.
No.
Won't be able to do it until you and I can sit down and actually figure out how to get it to go. Then I will.
All right, and JB, his ranking also has 2 towers last on the list of the 3. That's surprising. Like, whenever I see, like, the big live streams, like, with Gary and whatnot, they all have 2 towers as their favorite one, and that always surprised me. So maybe I won't be as alone in that opinion as I thought I would be tonight.
No, it is my. I mean, they're all a 10 for my personal love of them.
Yeah.
But as far as when I rank it, you know, I'd be surprised how low I rank it.
Yeah, it's still very much a matter of I love it to death, but you got to pick your favorite child sometimes, and it never makes the cut. But the first and the third one, every time I watch it, a different one of those 2 ends up on top. Like, they're so close that they're interchangeable for me.
I had a few people that were surprised that I didn't give it a 10 last week. Friends of mine that watch, and they said that just blows me away. I'm like, why? It's not a 10. There is serious plot problems.
I don't give
For the book.
anything a 10.
Yes, we know that.
And Beardo actually doesn't either. He got yelled at on the Fortnite stream last night for saying that.
I mean, there are things that are a 10. There's legitimately some that are 10s. But a 10 is it's something, it's got to be rare. Just people giving it out just to give it out, it detracts away from how good something is. Like, okay, for instance, a 10 for me, no secret, Wizard of Oz. When you take into account everything that went into that show and how it had to be produced, and it still holds up all these years later.
Yeah.
That is a 10. It's one of the very, very rare ones. Gone with the Wind, okay, there's no secret. It's a 10.
I wouldn't put Wizard of Oz at a 10. Its plot is incredibly simple. Like, I love it to death, but yeah, I wouldn't give it a 10. I'd give it like a 9, 9.5, but yeah, 10. I honestly do believe there's no such thing as a perfect movie, and that's what 10 means, is it's perfect, so...
I think perfect is also, you know, relatively subjective too, so...
Yeah. There's that aspect of it too, so yeah, perfection I think is just... And 10, I just don't think can exist as a result.
Yeah, that's maybe setting the bar too high even then, because there should be something that's a 10 so that you can gauge all others by.
And flipping the coin, I don't think there's anything such as a 0. There's always going to be something that was done at least incompetently enough to deserve something.
Have you ever seen a Yui Ball movie? I mean,
I haven't, but like
So,
even Rings of Power, I didn't give a 0.
yeah. You may change your mind after watching something like House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hate you for turning me on to that. It's addictive and it's horrible at the same time.
Is it like the good kind of bad? Like enjoyable bad?
No, no, no.
What would you say to a few rounds of Gwent?
Dude, I play Gwent too much on these streams, but I fucking love Gwent.
Alright, that's looking better. A little bit further out.
JB.
Did I just hear? Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that, to be honest.
This guy just ran up behind me. Trying to get
Not something I was expecting to hear.
No.
Well, he shouldn't have ran up behind me.
Jesus. I love it.
It's not even the worst I've ever said.
Oh, I've no doubt. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we're sitting here just having a nice conversation. Get fucked!
Yeah.
Well, JB in the chat is saying that the Turkish Spider-Man is a 0. Any of you seen that?
There's a Turkish Spider-Man?
Apparently.
I want to watch it.
You really are a sick, twisted individual.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I do. Turkish Spider-Man. That's just got wrong written all over it.
Is it at least better than the Japanese Spider-Man? From like the 80s, 90s? Either of you see that? It's really, really bad.
I'm actually surprised I haven't. I have seen so much Japanese stuff.
I haven't seen the full thing, just clips of it, and it's it's before like technology advanced enough to do anything practically or CGI wise, and so it's just this dude running around in an ill-fitting Spider-Man suit, pretending to be Spider-Man, pretty much.
Okay, that's bad.
It's officially licensed and everything, though. Like, it is a legitimate Spider-Man movie that people even add it to their rankings of Spider-Man movies. But it's like a student film would be better quality. Just a bunch of kids like, hey, let's pretend to be Spider-Man today. They would be able to make a better movie than that.
There's a lot of good on YouTube stuff. Can I put that there? Oh, I can. Well, there's one for the ages, a gamer word, and it wasn't even Jed.
Hi, I've never said a gamer word on stream before.
Are you sure? Well, you actually haven't. You've been pretty... You're not a potty mouth.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, a normal potty mouth, yeah, I still am, but yeah, no, gamer words. I've never really
No,
like they've never really been a part of my vocabulary, so it's not a habit that I had to break.
That is because you and I have the same vocabulary upbringing. I had to acquire certain gamer words.
Oh, fuck.
And I don't even use them because really not much sense in them. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I haven't peeked. File. Anybody say anything interesting? It is licensed. I just looked it up. Jesus Christ, Jed. I thought you were screwing with us.
About the Japanese one? Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's really bad. I'm telling you.
Oh, wow. That's horrible. Okay. There are some zeros out there, though. There was one animated space fantasy one that I felt brain cells leaving. It was so bad. I still had to watch. Oh, that's
I
right.
can see a bigger argument for zeros existing than tens existing because complete ineptitude is much easier to achieve than perfection.
What did you give Witcher? Blood
What?
Origin.
Oh, that was like in the 1 range.
Okay, was there anything redeeming about that one?
Okay, I'm back. I got my pizza.
Hate you.
I don't... Blood Origin, no. Not that I remember... Like, occasionally the CGI was alright. Occasionally, not most of the time, but there were some technical aspects of it. The cinematography was occasionally okay. They needed to get their editor to learn the... Making something dark doesn't make it cool, but...
That's a Hollywood trend. I have seen it way too much lately.
I think the one that popularized it, at least enough for people to notice it, was the Battle of Winterfell in Season 8 in Game of Thrones. It's what really was like the first time a lot of people noticed it, and yeah, it's in everything now.
Well, Game of Thrones was doing it long before the Battle of Winterfell, even.
Yeah, and that was just the worst example of it. And they came out and said, adjust the settings on your TV. You're wrong, we're right.
Bullshit.
That's what HBO said. One of the directors, I think the director of that episode, when he was criticized for making it too dark, just said, change the settings on your TV. It's supposed to be this way. You don't remember that?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I remember it. No,
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be that way.
The hell? There's like a big ass spider cave.
Yeah, that's a dungeon. You're gonna die.
Oh,
Yeah, I ain't going there just yet.
my chat wants to know what type of pizza you've got, Savon.
I have a thin crust pepperoni and mushroom.
No, just for that, I'm gonna make cornbread tonight.
You should.
Cornbread's great.
Oh, she knows my recipe. I gave it to her.
Yeah. As long as you're not eating pineapple pizza, we'll be alright.
Mm-mm.
Mushroom,
Yeah, what they're-
I'm not a fan of, but I can at least respect. Pineapple, not really.
There's nothing wrong with pineapple pizza.
Oh, what an interesting way to come out as gay to the chat.
No, it's a California thing, not a gay thing.
Isn't that the same thing?
Well, it is now, but it used to not be. I mean, at one point it wasn't. Now, yeah, it is. God, that state went so far down.
Should have put jalapenos on my pizza.
That's
Oh, all
too
the time.
spicy
It's a real
for me.
one. I love it.
Kid can't do spicy. That's why he'll never marry a Latina.
I've dated Latinas before, and yeah, it's been a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, they like spicy food, dude.
I'll
Show me what you...
I mean, you lived in Phoenix, you know, you pretty much had to.
Not necessarily. Here in Florida, it seems way more demographically leaning Hispanic than
What would you say
Phoenix.
Oh, I was talking about the food, not the people.
Well, Hispanic people mean a lot of Hispanic food.
Not all of it's spicy though.
It's true.
No.
I'm a big fan of good old-fashioned burritos.
Yeah, your idea of a burrito is probably bean burrito.
No.
Nothing else.
No, I put other things in it. Cheese.
Like
Parmesan is still my drug of choice.
Parmesan.
Oh yeah.
He will sniff Parmesan.
On your burrito?
Yeah, in my burrito. I put Parmesan in everything. Parmesan popcorn is the greatest thing there is.
Okay, that I can. That's fine. But in your in your burrito?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Sacrilege.
And the best type of Parmesan is that like fake plastic shit that comes pre-grated.
Oh God, dude, no. Somebody needs to. Okay. You need to go down to Vero Beach to Fat Boys. That's your barbecue. The pizza. Florida's got Champs. That's where you get your pizza there.
Does Joe know that you put? I'm not about to let this go, by the way. Does Joe know that you put Parmesan in your fucking burrito?
I'm sure she did. I mean, I haven't told her.
I'm about to tell her. I'm telling her right now.
Show me what you
I'm telling her. This can't go.
I don't get why that's so weird. Like, I put Parmesan on a lot of more weird things than that. But a burrito, I've seen other people do it too. That's not even uniquely me being weird about Parmesan.
I don't know. There's
not on a burrito. No. I would give it acceptable if you put it on a quesadilla and you made it more of an Italian-style queso. But a burrito?
I'm telling you, y'all are getting hung up on the wrong things. I put Parmesan on everything. Everything.
I could just see certain girls you date. Hey, I'm gonna put Parmesan here. I'm hungry.
Put it on nachos. I put it on French fries. I put it on everything. Parmesan popcorn's still the king, though.
Okay, chocolate-covered popcorn is the king.
No. Not a fan. I have a terrible hand this time.
That sounds like a Dermy problem.
Well, I lost the last game of Gwent because I wasn't paying attention and purposely lost a round forgetting it was the last round. Not paying attention enough. Getting yelled at for the greatness of Parmesan and burritos.
No.
Bad day.
No. Did you tell on him?
Am I gonna get an angry phone call from Joe here?
I'm gonna get to a spot where I'm not gonna die, and then. And then I'm being a tattletale.
Just need to put that.
There's no shame in my game.
There should be some shame. I'm shaming
Put
you.
that in general teams so everybody knows.
Yeah, you're right. I should.
Yeah, everybody needs to know. Entire team must ridicule. You know, I've known it for a while, but I didn't know you did it in burritos, dude. That's just no.
That one's. I don't get why that one's so weird to you guys. Like, that one just seems normal. Like, it's not really just a me thing. Like, everyone I knew growing up did the same thing. That one is, like, the most benign thing I put Parmesan on.
Oh god, I'm at a cannibal point. Leave me alone.
The fuck?
I'm at cannibal rest.
She's playing with Dermy's people.
Well, they're dead, so.
And Dermy does like his man meat.
Well, he's
Sounds about
firmly
right.
convinced that they're the Harfoots. So
He role-playing as Harfoots.
Yeah, well,
I can get a skirt of human skin.
Ooh, kinky.
Jeremy says that they're Harfoots, so he goes out and he finds them and kills them. Which, you know, I've got no problem with killing Harfoots.
Yeah, not really anything I see wrong there. Alright, I've finally beaten this guy after 5 hands of Gwent. I'm finally beating him. This guy was tough.
I haven't played that game in so long. How many hands does it actually take to beat people sometimes?
There's 3 rounds. You gotta win 2 out of 3, and each set of 3 is a hand. So it should only take me one hand to beat him. But I was being shit.
Clearly. You are not up to form.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to another one of Dandelion's exes and see if I can finish this portion of the quest before we end off in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off here in about 5 minutes so I can go make dinner and get ready. I need food.
Yeah, to get the energy to talk about Two Towers.
It's not safe to go out on the streets anymore.
No, I gotta eat something. I'm just hungry. Ah, damn it. Hit the wrong button. When I do that.
Boomer.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
No, they're right there.
She.
It's just a stupidity. When you're in your wheel, sometimes it doesn't spin fast enough or the lag's there and I hit it on a lag and I deleted something I didn't want to.
It turns out he'll not come after.
They're starving.
Just one of those things with a game. You know, online games with lag. You ever heard of that? Lag in a game?
I haven't, you know.
It's unheard of.
Hashtag offline game superiority.
Actually, you know what? I've had an offline game lag on me before.
And then that's just a you problem.
No, that was actually a problem and Sony admitted to it. Imagine that, Sony admit a problem. It was
Imagine
in
a company doing that.
Mum says that if he
Yeah, well, that's probably the more
I know you saw Dandelion
newsworthy
recently.
thing.
Oh yes, longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
Legatus, no, those 20 children are not all of Dandelion's children, but he most likely does have a few
Won't even try to guess
children running around that he doesn't know about.
That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died.
No idea what's in this box, damn it.
You know, in the Witcher TV show, they extended the timeline to make it last longer, which made it make less sense because Dandelion was there for the whole thing. So Dandelion in the show is like already in his 50s, and that makes no sense. At least in...
Yeah, because especially with the actor, because he's in his 20s.
Uh-huh.
It's done.
But in the books, like, yeah, it is a long time, but he's 45, I think, in The Witcher 3. And he was in his early 20s when he met Geralt, so that all lines up timeline-wise. You know what book I want him to do next in The Witcher? I want him to do the full half a century of poetry. Dandelion's memoirs. We get excerpts of it throughout the series, but I want the full Dandelion memoirs. Half a century of poetry.
I don't know if I would want that. That's,
Just
no,
Dandelion's perspective forever?
No, well, there's a legitimate reason I don't want it. It's because it would give too much of the plots away and somebody could just go to that book and know everything that's gone on.
Oh, yeah.
Without reading them all the books.
That's true.
I'm here to see your
People kind of do stupid spoilers, things like that.
Yeah. Well, do you remember in Baptism of Fire, he lost a few chapters of half a century of poetry? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then there was like the futuristic version of like the sci-fi Witcher future where they dig up his chapters, Indiana Jones style.
Right.
That was a really cool little section. Completely
Still, that didn't give
irrelevant.
anything away.
Yeah.
My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see
And
you.
with that, I think
Captain,
I've
this
moved
man is not
everything.
Winter.
Let me just double check.
Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Okay, Saban, just remember, if you go in here and you're streaming, definitely have stream safe mode on.
Yeah.
Looking for
I have moved. I know you don't have it on right now, probably.
I feel your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
So, did I hide anybody anyplace else?
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably sipping punch
Two
and
more things to
considering
move,
which
and then I'm
horse to
gonna
bet.
give it a break to get
Not in the
food.
mood
I jest you not. After Arien's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. Got one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Latar, known until recently simply as Molly.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Latar?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way then.
Whatever you didn't do, blame it on Dermy. Guaranteed he did it.
When in doubt.
Probably.
When in doubt, blame Dermy.
It's a pretty good policy for life in general. I mean, any man who sleeps in brony sheets kind of deserves it.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I missed something there.
Got My Little
Oh,
Pony
no, I
bed
know.
sheets.
I never mind. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about now. It's hard to keep track of
Everything he does, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he single-handedly coined the term back taco.
Nice place.
I must say,
Man.
You were involved in that.
I wasn't involved. I just pointed it out to Adam. Dermy tweeted out. I just told Adam about it. That's the only way I was involved.
Strange.
It's the only guilt I bear.
Sired by Kahir, the champion
You
from
know, I'd
Volley.
show you one of the series that I've
Gray's a
created,
good
kid,
color.
but
Even looks good on horses.
well, actually, I can
My
in
coins on the Black Stallion, Nemrod,
private chat.
purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
Let's see here, because I'm not in I can't get in the
Seem to know your
Discord with you, but I
horses.
can
I find
throw it
them to
in
be
here.
far more
Discord.
honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the Saddle Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
All right, I'm gonna race these folks, and we'll call it a night.
There you go. There's a message in Discord chat for you. Don't put that on screen.
Don't put it on screen.
Do not put that on screen.
Think I'll give you a run on the Zeracanian Bay.
Cantarella for me then. The horses are saddled.
Gotta finish this race, and I'll take a look.
Okay, with that, I am going to log off, get dinner, because we have a stream in about 25 minutes.
We do indeed. You do me a favor. There's 2 chats in there from JB that I think would be better answered from you to end things off.
Let me go pick real quick.
It should start with Conan Exiles.
Yeah, it definitely has that boob sizers. And
don't spare the horse.
I mean, those aren't really questions. That's just statements of fact.
Sorry, I can't pay attention much. I just saw Conan Exiles, boobs, and penis, so I figured that was something that you want to talk about.
Samban looks like an Amazon in this.
Does she?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, if I were to play, I'd have the biggest tits.
No, you wouldn't.
I've thought about doing that with my character, but it looked weird. Like, it just looked weird.
Yeah, Dermy's got him, and yeah, it looks weird.
Ah, look.
That's why I wish it was a cyberpunk game, so I could go full ladyboy just to mess with Dermy.
Oh, I'd already done that.
Right.
I did that too.
Yeah.
I shall be here for a time. Find me if you'd like to ride back to the city today.
Come on, check the junk as you're building your character, Dermy.
Did you hear the story, Siobhan?
What?
He was playing Jeremy was playing Cyberpunk. He made his character, and he didn't realize that he had selected female genitalia until he started scissoring a woman.
That's good. That's so good.
That's when he found out he was playing as a woman.
That's so funny.
And I was the one on stream watching it happen, and I just went, "Oh, this is never going to be forgotten."
So yeah, just his eyes light up. His eyes go wide. And he's like, "What the hell is happening?"
All right, I will see you in a little bit.
All right, take care.
Yeah, I probably need to jump off too so I can actually eat and not smack in anybody's ear.
All right, great to have you both here.
Any idea?
All right.
All right, you take care, Saban.
You too.
What?
Sadly, I haven't got a clue. Ever since I became...
All right, chat. We're just gonna finish this conversation, and then we will wrap up as well because we've got a stream over on Adam the Renaissance Nerds channel in a little bit.
Awful tiring, all this. But...
Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares.
I love the sarcasm that Geralt brings.
Carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Oh, perfect, Legatus. I appreciate you dropping that.
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
Yeah, Dandelion ain't doing shit like that.
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he...
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I feel bad for Molly. All of Dandelion's other exes seem like relatively, not bad people, but bad enough or at least annoying enough that I don't really feel bad for him, you know, hitting and quitting. But Molly, I feel a little bit bad for him doing that too. She seems sweet. But that is actually where we will call it for this evening. All right, let me switch back over to the single layout. Hail chat, thank you all for being here. Hail to Mustang and Savon for hanging out for just a little bit as we did this casual laid-back gaming stream when I had a couple hours free. Everyone, please go over to Adam the Renaissance Nerds channel and check out the live stream that we will be doing over there on his channel in just about 20 minutes here, talking about Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. The link to that live stream has been put in the chat by the ever on top of things Legatus, the ever faithful mod, and hail JB and Legatus and Hayden and everybody else in chat and the lurkers out there as well. And we're ending things off with JB saying that looks like a Renaissance era Star Trek science uniform. What does? I'm not sure what that's specifically referring to. Is that perhaps what Geralt was wearing? Maybe. Maybe, perhaps it's what it looks like. But great to have you all here, and I will catch you guys anon. Take care.